When should you quit your 9 to 5? That's a question that I ask myself because I know I don't want to be stuck in a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. And I'm sure you feel the exact same way, hence why you pressed on this video. And I've kind of came to the conclusion that one, don't listen to social media and what they say about 9 to 5s cuz 9 to 5s are underrated. Matter of fact, they're fucking normal. They're actually not even underrated or overrated. They're fucking normal. Everyone has to work a 9 to 5 at least once in their lives. And I don't know why people shit on 9 to 5s. 9 to 5s, like, they're good. People need 9 to 5s. You need certain people in certain areas, right? You need someone to flip your damn burgers. You need someone to build your house, etc. Right? But the thing is about 9 to 5s is I believe that if you do work a 9 to 5, it's worth putting the energy into a 9 to 5 that also helps you grow. So I guess for me, straight out of high school, I did work at McDonald's, and that helped me a lot with my social skills. I would chat up the girls at work, and I would talk to customers. I would handle with upset customers, and I'd understand, okay, this is how I should react to the situation. Customer's always right. I should be calm about this. I should not argue back. How can I fix this problem? You know? So there's problem solving skills, communication skills, teamworking skills, multitasking skills. And I learned all that from my first job at McDonald's. But as you grow older and you progress, you need to start leveling up your character, as in yourself. So from there, I went to work my first construction job. Paid me $20 an hour, and I was slaved away. Like, I worked like a fucking dog, day in, day out, for $20 an hour. And I know that might sound like a lot to some people, but fuck, for the work I was doing, it was crazy. Now that I look back on it, I guess in the moment, I actually appreciated the $20 an hour much more, and it really taught me the value of money. I traded every single hour of my summer for $20. And I have no regrets. I was happy about it because that job taught me a lot about hard work, taught me a lot about being disciplined because I'd have to be at work on time every single day, 7 a.m. And I won't lie, some days I was late, but I got the short end of the stick for being late. So, yeah, and it just overall taught me how to be a man, right? I went through adversity, and people say work construction to make money, which is true. You make good money in construction because of the work that you do. But if you look into it a bit more, it actually builds a lot of character, a lot of self development. That's exactly what I went through. And then from there, I didn't work a job. I had my shoe business. And I would juggle between my shoe business and working a job, but there was a period where I just did straight shoes. And I think I enjoyed that the most because I was able to work on my own schedule. But I'll be honest, I fell back into my old habits because I didn't have a perfect routine in, right? When you work a 9 to 5, you usually have a set routine, right? You wake up at said time, you end work at said time. Sorry, you start work and then you end work at said time. And then you have a couple hours left for your day. And usually you'd hit the gym and then you do whatever that you need to do to develop yourself, right? And that was like 5 out of the 7 days you did that. So it was a routine habit, right? And then once I didn't get a job, I was just waking up with so much time. And what that meant to me was, okay, I can wake up later and still do my work. And then one thing led to another. And I'm like, oh, I don't have work tomorrow. I don't have to wake up early for anything. I can do whatever I want right now. I'll just finish a bit of work and I reward myself. And that just came into, that was just like a snowball effect of bad habits, you know? And it got to a point where I was like, fuck, bro, I can't live like this. I'm not even making $10,000 a month. At the time, I think with selling shoes, I was comfortably making around 2 point like $2,000 to $3,000 a month. which to me wasn't like enough. It wasn't a lot at all, but it was enough for me to live comfortably, to pay off some expenses and carry over a bit of money. But in hindsight, I'm not carrying over that much money in a year, and I'm not paying taxes. If the government is watching this, I'm joking. I didn't sell shoes. This is just for the story. But then I had a deep realization. I'm like, fuck, I need to get a job. Like, I can't keep doing this. And instead of doing traditional, like, let's say, grocery store or whatever, right? Like, I could never go back to minimum wage. So I went back into construction. My boy owned a construction business, and I started there at $25 an hour. So at this point in my head, I was like, okay, I'm still leveling up, right? Which is okay, because I don't want to go back to minimum wage. That means I just kind of leveled down in my head, right? Because I already worked minimum wage, and then I worked a bit above minimum wage, $20 an hour. So I need to at least get a bit more than $20 an hour. And I got 25. 3 months in, I get a raise to $30 an hour. And I worked there for 1 full year. I stack my money while I do shoes. And then I quit doing shoes. The shoe market was just, this is honestly an excuse, because I think a great entrepreneur can adapt, but the shoe market was shit and flooded with fakes, and the business wasn't the same. I wasn't enjoying it. I didn't see a future with it, right? So I just said, fuck it. It's not really worth my time and energy if I don't really enjoy it like I used to, you know? So I dropped that and I did straight construction. And this is my second year into this job that I'm doing with my friends. And I'm getting $39 an hour. So I'm still leveling up, right? And I got to the point where, I'm making decent amount of money, but I'm still not where I want to be. So there's some missing pieces I still have to figure out, but having a 9 to 5 really set me up in a good place financially. If I didn't work a 9 to 5, then I wouldn't garner these skills and I wouldn't have money in my pockets. And in order to make money, you need to spend money, right? But if you have no 9 to 5, how are you going to make money? So, yeah, I don't know why recently I've been seeing on social media, like, bro, I want to be an entrepreneur. You should become an entrepreneur. Fucking 9 to 5. Get out the fucking rat race. You want to be stuck in the rat race for the rest of your life? That's not Matrix. It's like, bro, grow the fuck up. It's life. You have to go through these things. These are the days that you appreciate the most for when you actually make it. But you have to go through these days, and you can't skip levels. So yeah, when should you quit your 9 to 5? I feel like it's a transition. It's not a full quit like this. You have to work the full 9 to 5, make your money, and slowly think of a way to escape the 9 to 5, right? And once you think of an idea and you can make a solidified plan, then you can slowly transition out your way, right? So instead of working full time, you can work part time, right? If you're lucky enough to find a part time position that pays fairly well. But then, yeah, you just go part time and eventually you just transition your way out. But it gets very difficult because you actually have to commit so much to whatever your side hustle is, to the point where you see no results, but you're putting in hours in every single day. And that's a sacrifice you have to be willing to do. Yeah. It's just a transition, to be honest. Nothing much deeper than that, but yeah, that's today's video. I know it's super long, and if you watched this far, I really appreciate you. And I feel like today was a better video because I was able to speak a bit more fluently, and that's my goal with these long format videos, to add value in any area that I possibly can, and just speak about personal life experiences because I feel like that's easier to talk about, of course. And yeah, just become a more influential and fluent speaker on camera and get out of my comfort zone. So yeah, just do something that makes you uncomfortable and strive to be the greatest version of yourself. I'll see you guys in the next video.